The topic is, what is the best way to learn a second language? In this video, we will focus on English as that second language. So, what is the best way to learn a second language? Turns out, pretty much the same way you learned your first. I mean, it worked so well the first time. Why change it? See, our human brains are hardwired to naturally learn spoken language. Writing, however, is an invention. It requires formal instruction. More details on this in later videos, but for now, just remember, oral language and written language are two different skill sets. So, the best way to learn a second language is one that appeals to the brain's natural language learning instincts. We will call strategies that do this brain-friendly language learning. But before we talk about brain-friendly strategies, let's talk about a second language learning method that has been used for years, despite the fact it never really works. This is a grammar book. For years, centuries actually, millions of second language learners have been forced to try to learn a second language by studying its grammar. But official grammar is a function of writing. Remember, writing was an invention. Our brains are not naturally hardwired to write. So, this is what we're going to do with the grammar book. Now, there will come a time when learning grammar is useful, but it's after a strong reading foundation has already been built. Official grammar is the fine-tuning that we apply to language learning in the final stages. Our first exposure to language, however, as children, is very sense-oriented. We see an object. We hear a sound repeatedly in connection to that object. We discover a word. That sound has meaning. An image of that object along with the sound becomes imprinted in our brains. But language learning is not limited to just sight and sound. We taste something sweet. We connect that taste sensation to a sound. Maybe candy. We connect sight, sound, and now taste. A new word, a new meaning. We hold an ice cube in our hands. We hear the word cold. Again, that feeling is connected to a sound and it's reinforced by sight. A new word. Smell a flower, same things happen. Emotional responses are sometimes evoked during these experiences, strengthening the connection even more, stacking meaning upon meaning. This is natural language learning. Now, the beautiful thing is, it still works even when we become teenagers. Even when we become adults, it never leaves us. Why? Because this is the way our brains are hardwired. In future videos, we will add more details and introduce more strategies. But for now, from American English Pathways, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.